Hi, my name is Steven, and I make fonts as Arrow type. I'm continuing in kind of a part 3 of exploring this black weight of a black letter. This font family is AT Kyrios. I sell licenses to it through my website. And yeah, so far it's just been a regular weight in an optical size from text to display. But I'm adding text black and just kind of seeing where we're going to go. I'm not 100% sure that I'm going to release this or that it's the exact right direction. In fact, I think parts of it are not yet the right direction, especially in the capitals. But where we're at is we had gotten through a lot of the lowercase and yeah, basically like the base A to Z lowercase. But in the text styles, I'll show you here actually. And by the way, these are random words, so apologies if there's something weird or something in there. These are high legibility forms. They come on automatically in the text optical sizes. And so far, I have not yet made these in the black weight. So the next two things I really have to do before I can properly vet this general style in like graphics and graphic design and stuff is to update the high legibility forms and then also the uppercase forms. And saying that, I think actually the more interesting thing, perhaps, interesting might be let's close out of all this. Interesting might be generous, but yeah, I think the interesting thing might be the uppercase because I'm less sure of what I'm doing for it. So let's create a spacing string. Here we are. And you can see I got partway into this, A, B, C, H, and O. But I have not yet really gone to the next steps. So let's do it. Yeah. And I'm going to go for 1 hour. Okay. Give or take. All right, so let's stop viewing our master compatibility for a minute and let's run our script to kind of set up these faux bold letters in the background to kind of give some indication of how wide I'm trying to get things to be. So for instance, in the background here, you see that I took the text and overlaid it. You can see a little more of an explanation in my first video in this series, a couple of videos ago. Okay, font style prep, font style in the background. I might try to give this script some sort of a basic interface because right now it only does 200 units over, 100 units up, which is correct for this very specific style, but probably nothing else or very few other things. All right. Because these are uppercase and the cap height should remain the same throughout the styles of a typeface, almost always, I'm not going to stretch this upward as I was in the lowercase, but I am going to stretch it to the side. So let's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm holding, let me put my keystrokes on the board. they are going on the wrong display. So that's fun and strange. Let me try this again. Okay. There we go. Maybe I can drag it over. Cool, that worked. And I'm kind of counting in my head like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 while I do these, generally speaking. And I think, let's see what happens if I just straight up copy this. Okay, it's a lot smaller, so interesting. I think I had sort of verified that these are metrics keys, by the way, pretty important or useful at least to set up. Okay, and this is looking a lot better with more curviness, so I'm going to do that. Dock those together. Oh. There we go. That's looking something in line with these guys. Cool, cool. And all right, so now we have the E. Let's repeat our last script, but actually this script will work for all selected glyphs, so it should work. If we just select everything here, you can see actually the macro window. It's telling me some of these are giving an error. I'm not sure what error it is yet, actually. Okay, I shouldn't have. I'm seeing an opportunity to improve the script. It's running over and over and over for all of the selected H's and O's and N's and O's, which is really dumb because there's way too many that it's running on. It's running 4 times for every glyph and like many times for H, O, and O. So what I should do probably is start the script by making a list of glyphs to run on, and then making a set of that to reduce it so it only runs once per glyph. Reload. I hold Option to reload. All right, so then everything is selected here. Moment of truth. Tight. Okay. Wow, that was way faster. Did you see? That was pretty much instant. Did it even work? It was so fast. Let's search for .text. Let's look for drawn glyphs. And do these backgrounds have? Okay, well they do. But all right. At least I deleted a few of the backgrounds. Let's rerun. Cool. Yeah. Okay, cool. I mean, it's not like Glyphs is doing that much work, but we were just making it do a ton of extra work with all the print statements, and especially doing that plus repeating over the same glyphs like many times. And also, I guess, encountering an error for like new line / other control glyphs. So yeah, we just made the script way more useful. Let's commit that to the Git repo so other people can get that update. And I should still figure out how to update this to make it more useful, but this is an improvement. Make faux bold script run when. Okay. And by the way, if you go on GitHub and find arrow type glyph scripts, that's in there. So you can get that if you want. I'll try to link to it in the description or in a comment or something. I'm going to try to smooth this out somewhat. Just a little bit. Okay. Better. What is a better way here? We could just copy this maybe. This is the shape I haven't dealt with yet. What am I doing? Let's make these that size and then delete the old thing. Move this forward, dock it into there. And then let's thicken up that side and make it more rounded. And what else are we trying to do here? Definitely going to need to make that thicker. Probably not that thick. And we should check how it's looking against the lowercase contrast. I guess we could tell it to fit on the other opposite side bearing of the capital H in this master only, the equals equals. And in fact, there we go. And these are looking pretty okay. I think the only thing left is let's try to get this contrast matching the O better. And this thick part matching something like this better. Yeah, I'm not sure yet, but it's something. And actually, in this text style, it'll be more like this anyway. We'll get to that soon-ish. Okay. Let's start with this guy. Sometimes that works, usually doesn't. Trying to paste it directly on there. Just trying to match a bunch of these decisions here. See if that'll get me where I want to go. I have a script or shortcut really set up. I think it's just a shortcut set up to add a guideline to selected points. You can do that just by selecting 2 points and right clicking and adding a guide, but it's slightly faster if you set it up with a shortcut. Oh yeah, so in my glyph script, I have make guidelines between selected points, and then that has a shortcut, I think. Probably just set up in either glyphs preferences or in system preferences. You can look up on the Glyphs website how to do that, but it's very handy. This is going to have to be bigger. How bigger? I don't know yet. Trying to match the thickness of the E kind of. Oh, I definitely haven't done that yet. We got to make this come forward. Something like that. We're going to want to make this a lot taller. And here. Make it a little less ugly. Just kind of smooth out those curves. See if I can bring this back. Oop, no. Cool. Yeah, I don't know if this is too thin for now. It probably is, but we'll run with it. Okay. I wonder if we really need that point. It's a little strange we have it, because a lot of the other ones don't have that. Okay, well, let's copy this to the background. And then try to match it. Yeah, it's pretty close. So I was just holding spacebar there. This is not as perfect as I would like. Oh well. For now. Okay. There we are. Okay, let's make this way wider. Like there, really? Maybe not that much wider. This is a hard one. I think we'll probably ultimately have to add a like a switch here, an RVRN. Is there a g.text already? No. Okay, we'll probably have to add it. We'll get there. For now, I might be able to make it look somewhat decent. Okay, the C is definitely way different from the O, so let's try to bring them together. And then the D will, or the G rather, will improve as well. Yeah, still feeling super awkward, but we'll get there. time has come already where I stop being able to think of things to say, and I just am thinking about what I'm trying to do. Oh yeah. Okay, let's redo this guy. Maybe I'll start with this entire upper part, actually. Maybe this becomes like kind of a thinner design element. I don't know yet. Pretty big theme in this video. And let's try to match the general height of that C. Oh god. This does actually sort of work. Sort of hard to say just yet. Alright, I should have a G next to it so I can actually see what I'm doing. I guess I could have looked down here as well. What are we doing? What are we doing? Let's try to copy this whole thing maybe. And flip it. And bring it down here. Oops. Using Option Shift to try to this probably isn't very visible what I'm doing. Okay, so that now matches that better. It's too wide, sort of, maybe. Or maybe it's the right width, but it doesn't match the right side. Okay. That is kind of a strange letter, but it maybe works. All right, let's go back to basic. Get rid of this filter and Ornament, use only selected glyphs. That'll try to give me a bunch of words with the G starting them. Pretty handy. Yeah, it kind of looks okay, I think. Grinderies, nice. Let's see, cysts and gymnasts. Probably not on your freestyle bingo card. Not quite there yet. It does really, really help to make this a little thicker. And maybe we can bring those out to compensate a little bit. I don't know. God, the uppercase is so much more challenging than the lowercase here. Oh, thank God. Finally an easy one. Okay. Let's grab these. Get out of there. And boom. We want to keep that. So we have our approximate right thickness. Grab our pen tool and connect them. And Control Command M to update our metrics. We'd better move our guidelines. Vertical centered guide, please. Better move our, I guess we haven't been doing that for like anything else yet, so. Okay, so here I'm gonna start with a bunch of these. Let's rotate it. And all right, we'll just delete these points and then connect the rest of the system to it. And then keep going from there. Why isn't that connecting? There we go. Okay, let's grab this and swing it around as a starting point for that. We'll keep it at the same height for now. Okay, it's still so ugly. I guess this could be a lot taller, because we've got all of that room to fill. So we might as well see what it looks like to fill it. Maybe we can bring that up by a lot. Smooth that out. Let's add an O in the background. Okay. Yeah. For a J, it looks relatively decent. Oh god, the K is next. That one's a tricky shape in this font. Well, in any font, but this one as well. Let's do our L first, because L for lazy. Also, I set myself a timer for 1 hour of focused work, and I've done that in T minus 3 minutes and 28 seconds. And then I'm going to get a snack because I'm hungry. Okay. Yes, please. Let's dock you into there. And dock you into there. I always think about these as like ships docking. And, oh, I guess, oops. We could kind of reflect this guy. Kind of looks like a Loch Ness Monster or something. Fuck it, let's just grab the whole thing. See where we get to. Maybe a Viking ship kind of look. Cool, cool. Bet you didn't think the L and J were such close companions, but they are pretty much the same thing here. Except this has, you know, a little different. For instance, this should probably go higher to kind of, because it doesn't dip below the baseline. And, all right, let's take a look at where we're at now. Always sort of motivating to keep checking on one's progress as you go. Let's get that word I'm at. Cool. All right. Yeah, I mean, I think a definite thing I'll have to resolve is that I've been more conscious about making the uppercase more goopy or chocolatey or more rounded, more soft, which is a goal here. And I haven't done that as much to the lowercase yet. So I will probably need to push that further. Slash possibly pull back in the uppercase a little bit. I think this B contrast is way too much still. Like if we compare it to what we've been doing elsewhere. L bonfires. All right. And my snack time timer is going off. So, yeah, I think I will answer it. Yeah, hope you found that interesting. Hope you're having a good day. Hope if you're working on something creative that it's going well. And if it's not, hope you stick with it until it is. Thanks so much and take care.